Yes, I admit I am guilty. I'm guilty of showing you what it looks like to win accounts. I'm guilty of showing you what it looks like or some of the things that you need to say to a prospect to turn them into accounts. But today, I gotta be upfront and tell you what it looks like to lose before you even get a chance to get started. If this is your first time here, I'm Marcus Crockett. Welcome to Clean Things Solutions, where we take all the guesswork out of how to start and grow your cleaning business. If you get value out of what I'm gonna say in this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell, click on all so you see all the new content that's coming out. But with all of that said, let's get into it. Okay, so we all know how difficult it could be, to get a walkthrough, to get someone to say, yes, come in, let me see what you have. Let me see what you're offering. And then we'll balance the numbers and see if it all makes sense. We know how hard it could be to get to that point, let alone getting them to sign the contract and moving on to the next phase. But I gotta be honest, I gotta be upfront. Now there are portions of this business that I'm pretty good at, and doing the walkthroughs, like that's one of them. I'm able to do them, I'm able to teach how to do them. That's one of the areas that I'm pretty good. But this is where that became a problem for me. I started to get cocky. And I got cocky because my close rate was so high. Like it got to the point where I knew that as soon as I got to an account after the first couple of words, I knew that I was going to be able to close the account. And if you played sports, that's kind of similar to what they say, like being in the zone, right? Every walkthrough that I was going to for a period of weeks and weeks, it was like I was getting every single one. Or if I didn't get it, it was because they just decided, they're going to stick with the company they have or whatever the case was. But my close rate was really high. Now, where that's a problem is, and I want you to pay attention because I don't want you to fall down the same path and make the same mistake that I made. This thing still haunts me to this day. This was not a 5-figure account. It wasn't 10,000, but it was pretty close. It was about $7,000, $8,000 account that I just knew that I was gonna get. We didn't end up getting. I don't want you to make this mistake. So pay attention, learn from my mistakes so you don't have to experience the same type of pain that I'm still feeling to this day. Customers still won't return my call or answer my email. It is what it is. So I go out and I see this prospect, right? And it's, early, it's like a Monday. This is a few years ago. I'm out in the parking lot early. I'm going there over everything. I'm looking at their website. I know exactly what they do. I know who they service. I know who their customers are. I know I'm just learning. I'm taking in all this information so that when I go in, I'm prepared to speak to, not only their pain points, but I also know who they are as a company. So I get out of the car. I have all my marketing materials and everything I need with me. I close the door. I have it in my hand. My chest is high. I'm walking to the door. I push the buzzer, they buzz me in, I'm waiting on the guy to come down. I still remember this guy's name to this day. This is how bad this affected me. This is how bad it hurt. I shot myself in the foot. So I get in, we meet, and I'm gonna just tell you, just for context, like this is a huge, it's a toy company, right? They make toy, or they don't make toys, it's like a distributor hub for toys. They get a bunch of toys and they just distribute them all out. And then in the lobby, it doesn't look like a regular lobby. It looks like aisles of toys. Like, if you remember like Toys R Us or like Walmart or whatever, it just looks like that. This is what the lobby looks like. So this is the mistake that I made. Instead of me coming in and waiting to hear what he has to say, what his pain points are, I immediately jumped to trying to build rapport. And it was like shooting your jump shot and just airballing, because that's what happened, right? I didn't get the desired effect that I wanted. So me, listening to a couple words he says, I immediately go to trying to create rapport. And I say, you know what? This is like a really cool place to work. Man, my kids would love this place. That's a no-no, huge no-no. Before we did anything else, he stopped, he looked at me, and he said, "What's your name?" I told him my name. He looked at my signage on my shirt. He's like, I gotta be honest, that's the exact reason why we're getting rid of the company that we have now. Shot myself in the foot. Killed everything. We might as well have stopped the walkthrough right then and there, because the way that he looked, his body language told me that there was nothing I could do to be able to salvage or be able to take my foot out of my mouth and salvage this deal. It just wasn't going to happen. But, you know, he went ahead, showed me around, and I'm trying every single thing in the book to take back what I said and not do it so obvious, like, you know, but I'm trying to take back what I said. I'm trying to connect with him another way. But by the time we get to the point where I'm trying to do damage control, it's already too late. He's already made a decision that he's gonna go with another company. Now, I don't know that at the moment that I say that, but as we're talking and as we're walking, he tells me about this other company, how they had a really good proposal, things look really good. Basically telling me at this point, like, there's really nothing that you can do that's gonna salvage this relationship. It's pretty much over. So the single takeaway from this video is, don't get too cocky. Even when things are looking good, even when you know, your close rate is really high, don't get too cocky and don't be in such a rush to build rapport before you have something solid to build rapport on. If you're struggling with something specific in your business and the videos just aren't answering it, go ahead, go to the link. I got coaching consultations down below, as well as the executive course. All of that's down below, but that's it for today's video. Like I say, in the game of business, spectators only watch. Hustlers get into the game so they can win. I'm always dropping jewels, but the only way to be in position to pick them up is you gotta like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.